Okay, before we actually get into this ramble video, I just wanted to quickly add something at the starting since it did happen recently, so I just thought maybe I may as well add it into this video. But we did hit 200 mil range XP like a little while ago, and 200 mil cooking on the hardcore Ironman. I just don't really want to bother making an entire video, especially just that, so I'll just stick into the ramble. But yeah, welcome to a new ramble, and yeah, any updates if you want any on this account at least. We are at almost 200 mil attack, very, very close to it. Kind of do shamans right now too. And our Slayer is very close to 196 mil now. So if anyone's been wondering how this account has been for the past little while, we'll probably discuss a little bit in this video and a little bit of like leagues and a few more things I believe I discussed. But if you have any topics for a different ramble video, just leave them below. Something you want me to discuss or just, I don't know, anything I guess. But enjoy the video, and I will throw in the clips of me getting Twitter mills in like 2 seconds. Today's video is sponsored by the one and only Raid Shadow Legends. Raids is the first game to bring a true console level experience to your phone. Explore millions of champion combinations and master countless tactics as you explore raids. Scan my QR code or links below in the description and start raids today. It works on mobile and PC. Let's discuss champions. One of my favorite champions I use is the Royal Guard. This man has just one job, to wreck bosses. He's a true star of PvE content. His default skill is that he attacks one enemy and has a high chance of decreased defense debuff. And for his main weapon, he attacks all enemies and deals extra damage according to the enemy's max hit points. Another personal favorite is Venus. Venus is a very versatile champion that can perform well in each aspect of the game. She will attack one enemy 2 times and has a chance to replace a poison debuff. Her second skill has a combo to decrease defense and weaken debuffs. The few things I love about raids is the auto button. If you're tired of picking which attack to do next, you can simply select the auto option and your champions will do the attacks for you. And of course the ability to level up your champions, taking the armor and then upgrading it, and seeing how much more powerful they are when you start into your next fight. This month Raids is having a 3-year anniversary, and to celebrate, Raids is having first ever champion skins being released. The skins are already available for Arbiter. The champions can now have the appearance that is most appealing to you. Raids has never had a better month to sign up and get started. By clicking the link in the description or scanning the QR code on the screen, you will get a free starter pack for every new player. You will get 3 free champions, 10 Magic XP Brew, 10 Force XP Brew, and 10 Spirit XP Brew. You will find the rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days. And of course, once you're in, you can find me under the name AlkanRs and we can start raiding together. That's the woman right there, bro, okay? So we're gonna cook instantly, and that... She turned the corner, bro. Oh, okay, ready? Oh, that worked out perfectly, bro. Nice. That worked out perfectly. Nice, not bad. Alright, sweet. Of course, we'll give you one more update on the hardcore Ironman before we get into the ramble. Past, like, since January, I guess, I've mostly just been working on herb runs on this account. Not efficiently, because when I stream, I just never end up doing herb runs, but if you want to take a look at all the clean herbs down here, that is roughly how much I farmed so far this year. I did take like a month break because of leagues, I think, though, so could have been a lot more, but we are working on a big-ass herb tab. This tab is almost 2 bill. What the hell? Ooh, it's been a very long time since we've made a ramble, I would assume. I think the last one was most likely before... It was like during Group Ironman, I'm pretty sure, at some point somewhere in there. So I thought today would be a nice humble day to make a new one. Guess we have a bunch of things to maybe talk about, or a few things. There's a lot of things I kind of don't even keep track of anymore that are like, you know, updates and whatnot to the game. I know like Raids 3 or something is coming out soon. I have not much information on that. I do believe they changed the armors from being like low HP to doing high, like DH pretty much, but for different types of armors. And I think they changed that, but yeah. First thing we could probably discuss is leagues, even though I'm sure most of you had enough of leagues. I might play some small background footage of leagues that I just never uploaded because I just didn't really want to bother, honestly. It was like not really my thing at the ending, especially. Like at the starting might have been fun, but just footage I just still kind of have I never uploaded. So if you want to actually watch this video instead of listen, feel free, I guess. There's not really much in there. There is one Inferno attempt, my first one ever. I don't really know much about, like, Zuck, so I kind of, like, I don't think I messed up the timers, but I don't know much about the timers. I just kind of, like, I walked behind the shield for fun, and then I still, like, ended up kind of making a oopsie-doopsie at the ending. No big deal, you know? I ended up not getting it, but I should have right at the very ending, but Maybe I should start watching some people do Inferno so I know what the hell's going on, because I was pretty lost in there. But everything else is like AFK as fuck in that place, so I didn't really learn much, obviously, but hey, we got the experience suck for the first time, I guess. I just did one try, then never went back because I just didn't really care. Because just not the same, obviously, as the main game, so just didn't care as much. I didn't value it as much. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. But leagues as a whole, to me, holy, I definitely did want them to extend it when I started playing, but then obviously it feels like a lot of the tasks on that thing just are very long-term grinds that. If you know all the progress I've made on RuneScape and all the XP I've gained, it's just not really the same when you do it on leagues, I guess. Obviously the enhanced XP, but just knowing everything's... I knew this is going to be the main reason why I don't think I enjoy leagues, is every single thing you do gets erased, and I don't know if I enjoy the game for that aspect. Obviously, maybe it's a comparison between... the journey and the destination. Journey you're supposed to enjoy the most. Destination is kind of just like maybe a nice feeling. To me, RuneScape's mostly always been the destination, I think. I mean, you really like to click at rocks all day long. What is so fun about that? So, as far as RuneScape goes, to me at least, it's normally been destination, not the journey. Some journeys I do enjoy. For example, I like Theater of Blood quite a bit. It's fun. I don't mind chambers. It gets a bit grindy and boring when you get no purples, obviously. It could take like 50 plus sometimes you get nothing, even like 100 plus if you're doing solos. 50 plus for me is like 100 solos because I do like, you know, scaled raids and stuff. So it's about the same thing. But to me, there's only so much I can really enjoy in this game. Most of it to me has always just been the destination. I mean, the very ending point. So technically, when you get 200 mil, or a 99, I guess, when you ratio it down a bit to, just 13 mil XP. But, yeah, so most of the things I had left in leagues were like kill 100 Skatizo. So I just went AFKing Aberrant Spectres, and I was like, why am I doing this? I'm just AFKing Abbey Specs to get totems to kill Skatizo and then lose everything in 2 weeks. So I don't think it was for me. It'd kind of be cool if they didn't have so many weird random things you have to do, but I kind of understand that that's just the way leagues kind of is you just it's like a big diary pretty much if you think about it that way. Like all the diaries you have to do on the main game, leagues is that, just a way extended version of it. So I don't mind doing diaries, but obviously I do them for the, once again, destination, the reward at the very ending. Not because it's fun to do, but just the ending. The reward is nice at the ending, obviously. The unlocks it might give you. So, to me, yeah, I don't know. I think I might enjoy doing leagues at the starting on, like, maybe the future leagues. But long term, once you get to the grindy part of the points, it's just go do temp, go do this, go do that. And it's not really fun things, I'm going to be honest. To me, it's not like go do Tithe even. I mean, at least Tithe was quick because of all the extra boosts and stuff. But yeah, I don't know if it was for me. If I had any suggestions, I feel like my suggestions wouldn't really be in the same style as, hold on, let me just log on to my other account. There we go. Yeah, my advice would more likely be something like, okay, for example, let's just say you have to kill like 100 Sire and you get 125 points. You then have to kill 150 more Sire to get 125 points. Then you gotta kill 250 more to get another 125 points. So it like dramatically increases just to get the same points, obviously. I don't know if it would be a good idea. Probably not. It'd probably be dumb. This is probably just selfish reasons. I would like it where like you could just do your favorite content on leagues and get points for it pretty much consistently. So maybe you can go up to, let's just example, 10,000 Theater of Blood or something. Every 20 Theater of Blood, you get this many points given to you. It just might be kind of weird, but at the same time, it just leaves it kind of open. So even if you don't like Theater of Blood, then you can go do a different boss. And the exact same thing would happen at that boss. You would kill it, 1,000 times you get this, 1,200 times you get, like, it just... I guess that would kind of ruin it, though. At least you wouldn't have to do stupid things anymore, though. And these aren't things you obviously have to do, but, like, once you unlock the things you enjoyed, you have to stick to things that are boring after. And that's when I just fell off. I was like, no thanks. Why am I going to do this bullshit? I like doing some of the bosses, but I don't know if I would enjoy purposely going and getting that many more totems. There's nothing fun about killing aberrant. It's supposed to be like a fun, quick-paced game mode, and then you're just stuck getting totems all day. So it's like, I thought that wasn't really the spirit of it, I guess, because that's not like fast-paced or fun. That's so boring. So yeah, first experience for me was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Probably just sit there thinking about how I could do this all in the main game and keep the progress. So mentality for it is just not for me, probably. But I didn't mind the starting; it was interesting. Maybe because it was my first time doing it. If I do it again and the starting is not interesting, I'll probably just not bother doing it. But it was something interesting to do. That's all. I guess it was something new for me, which I never did. So got at least do it once and see how it goes. Now I did wonder this as much I get like dislike I just showed to it. I do wonder if they ever considered leaving like 1 or 2 league worlds and just letting them keep going until the next league happens. Is that like a horrible idea? I don't really know. Maybe I would not hate it as much if I knew I could kind of like. It's still the same though. You still lose it all, don't you? But at least for the people that like enjoy it a lot, they could still do some stuff on it. But at that point, it would just be a race to get all the points in terms of the high scores. It would be a race to just unlock everything and then have the most points, which is pretty much like 200 Malal type of thing. So I don't know if they would hate that. Look at this thing, but this new update they did. Things don't retaliate for at least like 3 hits. I don't know if it was meant to be in the main game or not, like outside of the wildy. It might be a glitch. I have no idea. They might be fixing it soon. Who knows? It is the weekend right now, at least for me. It's about to not be the weekend soon. So, yeah, I'm not sure if that was intended. If you just saw the neck, it didn't attack me back for like 3 hits. And they did that wildy update, which, dude, they kind of like yoinked me over. I fished like a lot of dark crabs in the wildy, and one of the ways I got away from PKers was using the Hellhounds to my advantage, and that is gone now. So, and the other thing they removed is if you open the gate, you used to have to like press the option 1 to go through the gate. They removed that where it's like it's a convenience thing where you just click on the gate and go through instantly. I don't know if I can revert it back to having to click the number 1, but I used to stall on the gate too, or like I would click on the gate, get ready to press number 1 as soon as the PKer goes through the gate, because you could technically both use the gate at the same time. But you can't really do that anymore, I don't think. So a lot of my getting away things have kind of disappeared. I do now bring a ZGS though and just spec them and then like go back inside the gate and log out. I don't think anyone can attack me now for like 12 seconds after I hit them or they hit me. I don't really know, but I'm assuming I can just barrage them and just log out pretty much as nobody else can touch me. Unless they can manage to hit me again, then I guess maybe that's different. But yeah, the little wildy update, as far as I know, this is a random segue, but whatever. Go from leagues to this. Yeah, as far as I know, like it seems 50-50 with the community that at least goes in the wilderness. I don't really know all the advantages and disadvantages of what the hell happened, but it seems like people aren't afraid to risk more bank now because not many things can happen. So that's I don't know. I think it's just in favor of like single PKers maybe. I'm not really too sure, but it seems very 50-50. I guess if you like clan PKing, you're probably screwed. If you don't like clan PKing, then it might be a great thing for you. So yeah, I'm just surprised they removed the whole like boxing aspect because didn't single people also like using that, like the hobgoblins and whatnot? I don't know if that, I don't really know, dude. I don't really care. I mean, there's just seems to be more PKers at the moment. I'll wait it out probably. I have been back to my Ironman account like a little bit. If you do watch my streams, you might know what recently happened to my Ironman. 2 different things happened to it. I'll probably spoil it. Who cares? I got a nice big drop from TOB, so that's good. I don't know. You can guess what the big drop is. And I did something else right after. I'll probably be making a video on it in the future, like once I get all my shit back. Just like a funny, stupid rebuild video, I guess. I kind of like almost like a UIM type of thing, wiped, but didn't lose my bank, obviously. What happened? Just a long story short. We wiped that TOB. We're doing some hard modes. I'm just getting into it. I've gotten better now, that's for sure. We didn't wipe because of me. Well, sort of. Not really. It's kind of like 50-50, all right? We wiped, and I've been recently killing green. This is my group Ironman account, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. That's the account that I'm on. This is obviously not my max hardcore, so I would totally have an Infernal Cape on right now, okay? But yeah, I wiped that tub. I wasn't thinking. It was late. I was tired. I was, whatever. I grabbed my wildy shit that I go kill green dragons with, and I left all my shit in the TOB bank thingy, like the chest thing there. And I didn't realize that it was in there, and I died to a bunch of PKers. I only had like 3 food on me, so I didn't really care, obviously. Yeah, I noticed later on that I lost my shit. So, I guess if you don't know what I lost, you'll know in the future, or you could probably go to my Twitch channel and do like exclamation mark items, I think, and you can probably see the items I lost. I've gotten back like half of them so far, but the really grindy shit, I lost the Warhammer, bro. I lost the Dragon Warhammer. It's very unfortunate. So that's the main one I have to work on getting, but at the moment I've had a small bit of enjoyment, I guess, of playing the group account again. As you guys know, Alfie did max recently, it's probably 2 weeks ago now, to be honest, but still recent to me, okay? I'm currently working on getting 91 Slayer on this account, so I can go to Serb. Don't ask me why I'm wearing rune boots. Zulu has the dragon ones. I don't think he's using them like at all, but I just haven't asked him for them. Alfie has the dragon ones too. I think he's doing Zulra. He probably doesn't need them, but it doesn't matter, dude. I'm just wearing rune boots for now. But yeah, the goal is to pretty much get the account to Serb and do as many as I probably can. I don't think I'll die at Serb. I've done about 3,000 kills so far on 2 different hardcore Ironman accounts. The last one had like 1,800, I think, before I died of Vorkath on it. And my hardcore has like 1,200 KC, I believe. So it's around 3,000. I think I've done a bit more on other accounts, but I just don't remember the KCs on those accounts. So it's 3 to 4K probably. I think I'm probably only a few days away probably from getting 91 Slayer. I have been playing a bit less lately. I think when League started, I started to sleep more because I was definitely not sleeping much during when Group Ironman was released. And I knew when Leagues happened, I wasn't going to like start no-lifing again or even more or whatever. So I just started sleeping more and whatnot. And a good thing that's also been happening, hey, good news. I have been back to the gym for about a month now, I believe, maybe around there, which is surprising because it's winter time and I normally hate leaving the house in the winter time. I think the past like 3 or 4 years, wintertime, my motivation for gym just has just dropped like crazy. Obviously, the pandemic, I didn't do anything. I wouldn't be surprised at the pandemic. I probably gained like 20 to 30 pounds. But the past month, we have lost 22 pounds now. So I pretty much lost what I gained during the entire pandemic, which isn't the worst, but right back where we started, I guess. But it's definitely been, I think, mentally probably much healthier, I would imagine. After like losing the items on the group account, or sorry, the Ironman account, I don't think I was that pissed off. Maybe because I'm in a better place just mentally now with like kind of being happier with at least the gym being back in my life. They did reopen a while ago. They kept reopening, closing, whatever, Ontario, Canada, whatever. But they've been open for a while now. They did have a vaccine requirement, and now that's been removed, I think, next week or something, too. I don't really know. And I think mask mandate might be removed. I'm just going to get demonetized as I mentioned freaking the thing. God damn it, dude. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm too small of a YouTuber for them to realize that shit. But yeah, I think mass is being removed soon. I think in British Columbia it's been removed, but not in Ontario yet. So I'm not too sure when that'll be. But yeah, I mean, the only place I really see people now without a mask is the gym. When you're working out, you don't have to wear it. And I gotta say, maybe that's why I'm happier, bro, because I get to see people's faces again. It's been a few years, So that could maybe be it. But yeah, the gym's going well. Our strength is just, I don't even know if I'll ever be able to lift what I lifted before. I like lost motivation. I think it all started with, it was like I ruptured my Achilles tendon and then pandemic happened. And even before I ruptured my Achilles tendon, I was kind of burnt from the gym as well. I don't want to use the word burnt. That sounds like such a RuneScape word, but is my piety not on? I have way too many pea pots for how much food I have left. I must have forgot to put it on for a while. But yeah, I want to almost say 2 straight years of like maybe like 10 workouts in total. So it's probably been the worst there. First week back was hilarious. I think I got one workout. I took 2 days off because my whole body was still recovering from that one day. I'm out of that cycle now, thank God. I'm just like fine now. I just don't work out a freaking same muscle back to back, obviously. But yeah, normally I'm good in like 2 to 3 days or maybe 4 days max if it's legs or some shit. So that's been going good, I guess, thank God. I still remember my PB was this is when I was actually motivated. I think it was 2018, maybe 17. I think it was 225 for like 23 reps. I think that's the max I've ever done. And looking at me now, I don't think I'm ever gonna get back there. There's no way I can get back there, bro. Even though I might even be heavier now, which would mean it should be easier. I'm probably never getting back there. But at least we are going and we're not trashy using Lance. Nah, I'm at next. Yeah, I think Devious is doing Slayer 2 on the group account, and Zulu kind of. He's not on as much as our nerdy asses, though. I got 107 left plus bracelets. I'll be here for a while. Hold on, let me just show you this thing real quickly. Display capture, is it? All right, sweet. Look at the ratio I'm pulling on this account while doing freaking prayer. 1.2 million prayer XP weekly and 830k Slayer weekly. So that's the current ratio I'm getting for Slayer to prayer. And I'm not losing like any Slayer points as well. I'm pretty much maintaining, I think, maybe even gaining a few, because I did do 400 tasks recently, which gave me a big point boost. But besides that, I think I'm maintaining. So that's a crazy ratio, dude. Like, what the hell? I think I'm probably only a few days away probably from getting 91 Slayer. I have been playing a bit less lately. I think when League started, I started to sleep more because I was definitely not sleeping much during when Group Ironman was released. And I knew when Leagues happened, I wasn't going to like start no-lifing again or even more or whatever. So I just started sleeping more and whatnot. And a good thing that's also been happening, hey, good news. I have been back to the gym for about a month now, I believe, maybe around there, which is surprising because it's winter time and I normally hate leaving the house in the winter time. I think the past like 3 or 4 years, wintertime, my motivation for gym just has just dropped like crazy. Obviously, the pandemic, I didn't do anything. I wouldn't be surprised at the pandemic. I probably gained like 20 to 30 pounds. But the past month, we have lost 22 pounds now. So I pretty much lost what I gained during the entire pandemic, which isn't the worst, but right back where we started, I guess. But it's definitely been, I think mentally probably much healthier, I would imagine. After like losing the items on the group account, or sorry, the Ironman account, I don't think I was that pissed off. Maybe because I'm in a better place just mentally now with like kind of being happier with at least the gym being back in my life. They did reopen a while ago. They kept reopening, closing, whatever, you know, Ontario, Canada, whatever. But they've been open for a while now. They did have a vaccine requirement, and now that's been removed, I think, next week or something, too. I don't really know. And I think mask mandate might be removed. I'm just going to get demonetized as I mentioned freaking the thing. God damn it, dude. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm too small of a YouTuber for them to realize that shit. But yeah, I think mass is being removed soon. I think in British Columbia it's been removed, but not in Ontario yet. So I'm not too sure when that'll be. But yeah, I mean, the only place I really see people now without a mask is the gym. When you're working out, you don't have to wear it. And I gotta say, it's maybe that's why I'm happier, bro, because I get to see, you know, people's faces again. It's been a few years, you know. So that could maybe be it. But yeah, the gym's going well. Our strength is just, I don't even know if I'll ever be able to lift what I lifted before. I like lost motivation. I think it all started with, it was like I ruptured my Achilles tendon and then pandemic happened. And even before I ruptured my Achilles tendon, I was kind of burnt from the gym as well. I don't want to use the word burnt. That sounds like such a Runescape word, but is my piety not on? I have way too many pea pots for how much food I have left. I must have forgot to put it on for a while. But yeah, I want to almost say 2 straight years of like maybe like 10 workouts in total. So it's probably been the worst there. First week back was hilarious. I think I got one workout. I took 2 days off because my whole body was still recovering from that one day. I'm out of that cycle now, thank God. I'm just like fine now. I just don't work out a freaking same muscle back to back, obviously. But yeah, normally I'm good in like 2 to 3 days or maybe 4 days max if it's legs or some shit. So that's been going good, I guess, thank God. I still remember my PB was this is when I was actually motivated. I think it was 2018, maybe 17. I think it was 225 for like 23 reps. I think that's the max I've ever done. And looking at me now, I don't think I'm ever gonna get back there. There's no way I can get back there, bro. Even though I might even be heavier now, which would mean it should be easier. I'm probably never getting back there. But at least we are going, and we're not trashy using Lance. Nah, I'm at next. Yeah, I think Devious is doing Slayer 2 on the group account, and Zulu kind of. He's not on as much as our nerdy asses, though. I got 107 left plus bracelets. I'll be here for a while. Hold on, let me just show you this thing real quickly. Display capture, is it? All right, sweet. Look at the ratio I'm pulling on this account while doing freaking prayer. 1.2 million prayer XP weekly and 830k Slayer weekly. So that's the current ratio I'm getting for Slayer to prayer, and I'm not losing like any Slayer points as well. I'm pretty much maintaining, I think, maybe even gaining a few, because I did do 400 tasks recently, which gave me a big point boost. But besides that, I think I'm maintaining. So that's a crazy ratio, dude. Like, what the hell? If you see my hardcore down there in the corner, I should have probably mentioned that was my hardcore a while ago. But I mean, yeah, it's like the only account that well, I guess I played in the Ironman. It's also max, but I did get the fishing barrel kind of recently on it, and holy crap, dude, it's so OP. Just literally, especially with the fishing cape, you just teleport to Auto Grotto, which is, you know, where barbarian fishing is. And you just AFK 2 full inventories pretty much, and then teleport crafting guild and deposit box, and then back here. So I've been doing this a little bit while playing the group hardcore. We just recently hit 82 mil fishing. I actually do have a very small, like 2 video series probably I'll be making on my hardcore Ironman. Pretty much a goal I set myself like 4 years ago. I just kind of stopped going for, but I started going for it again, and was just working on it pretty much. So that'll be like a very small, like 2 video series. I don't know if I want to call that a series or not, but just 2 videos. And maybe a third that'll take like a year to make or something in terms of progress. So who knows how long that'll be. But at the moment, my account is like, I think tomorrow actually, so maybe by the time this video is uploaded, I'll probably be getting 200 mil range and cooking on the group, or sorry, the group. Fucking, there's too many accounts, bro. On the hardcore Ironman. Let me just kind of maximize this a little bit. My fishing, or my cooking is like 200k off 200 mil. And the range I got just now to 75 XP off of 200 mil as well. So I think in tomorrow's stream, I'm probably going to be finishing it. And, God, what does this devious need? Hold on. Use the magic pot. I can just bank and give him it. This little piece of shit. I put magic pots in the chest for him, and I'm like, I think there's some magic pots in the chest, and I literally put them where the lance was, which is the item he just took out. This guy is a moron, dude. I love it. But yeah, the hardcore is, you know, slowly coming along. I mean, I don't really know what the actual goal in the account still is. Always pretty much just playing as if you're going for Twitter Malal, I guess, is the main mindset. But I have been back on the herb runs, at least a little bit on it. I need to start doing herb runs in the group account, but I, first of all, hate doing double herb runs on like 2 different accounts. Can't be asked. And yeah, I don't know. I'll just have Devious farm all my herbs for me. He'll definitely do that. He loves me. Okay, we should probably discuss the UIM a little bit. I haven't really uploaded much on it. I do actually have a good amount of footage recorded for the UIM. Right before group came out, I was recording a whole bunch on it. Obviously, the account was new, so everything was being recorded pretty much. You know, the favorite YouTube thing, right? You make a new account, bunch of content, and the end of the account, it's like slow content, not fun. So yeah, we do have a lot of UIM footage. I just feel very out of place right now because I've gone from like I went from like 4 UIM videos to like 20 group videos to like 5 league videos. Now back to like group, and then maybe some hardcore Ironman videos, and then I'm just gonna mix it all up, aren't I? I think the UIM video should be back soon enough. Let's make a small test. All right, if you've watched this far, comment UIM in the comment section, and if there's like a lot of them, then I will upload it as soon as possible. Okay, how's that sound? Is that a good deal? That's a good deal, bro. Why not? Okay, just a random ass UIM video, then hopefully it'll be a bunch after that. But as of at the moment, I'm not on the account. I'm currently a little bit on my Ironman account. I'm just kind of flip-flopping back with what I feel like playing, to be honest. I have been doing like some hard mode TOBs, as I said, on my Ironman account. I've been not in the learning stage anymore. I think we're fine now. Our group is getting better too. Our whole group was like pretty low KC when we started, but we've done like 9 in a row without wiping, which is pretty good, I would say, for, you know, a hard mode TOB. Or in the past like 8 also we've done. I think we wiped only once, so what is that, like 2 wipes or so, like 17 plus KC? That's pretty good. But the one time we did wipe, we had like 3 wipes in a row or something. In the main room, we just, yeah, blobs went everywhere. I don't think the North Mage was freezing them like at all, so they just got worse and worse. I do South now normally for that shit, because I just yeah, I don't know. I like being able to not eat food nonstop in the freaking rooms. But ooh, 89 defense. Thank you. Very nice. Mostly doing defense right now because I know that once I go to Serb, I'm going to use the Arclight, and I think I'll be using it on Slash because I don't have that much strength bonus. I think you only use Arclight on Stab if you have a certain amount of strength. So for me, it's going to be Lash or Slash for sure. So I'll be getting strength XP off that. I don't know how many totems I have though. I'm gonna have to go and use all my totems before I start the Serb grind. Because I have like I have 1 full Arclight, but like no shards beyond that. Maybe like 20 shards only. I mean, if I have to at the ending use a tent whip, I guess I will, because we have so many whips. I'm the only person on the team that still has a tent whip because nobody else has bothered doing Kraken yet. So you know, a good move on my part. You know, DVS will probably never do Kraken. He's a bitch. I think Zulu will probably do Kraken to get the tentacle, maybe. So it'll probably just be me and him having it. So all the whips go to me and him. God bless, bro. But yeah, that's the plan pretty much, is just to do strength at Serb. Serb is, I looked into it just to see if like how good it's gonna be. I do know that they are releasing an Ensouled Head soon that drops from Hellhounds. I think it's 1 in 40 drop rate. And they're releasing one as well from Serb, which is a 1 in 15 drop rate, I believe they said. I don't know how much XP it's going to be. I'm just going to assume it's around 1,000 XP. So I think every time you kill Serb now, if you also include the Dragon Bone drop it gives you, and the Ashes it gives you now, which is like the top tier Ashes you can get, I think Serb to Prayer and Slayer ratio is very close to 1-to-1. It's like 690 Slayer to maybe like 580 Prayer or something. So almost 600 Prayer. So that ratio is very close to 1-to-1. That's also why I don't really mind going and doing some Serb, because it doesn't really ruin my Prayer and Slayer ratio too much. So that's probably a good thing. And yeah, so everything should be good. Hopefully I don't know, I mean, getting lucky doesn't really mean much if you have to do it for more than just your own account. So I'm hoping at least 1,000 KC, possibly 2. If I do 3, I'm an actual god, and who knows, maybe I'll die. Who knows, bro. The only unfortunate thing about the UIM that I was playing, still will be, is I AFK'd so much on it, as I normally do when I'm not playing. When I'm playing multiple accounts, I've always got something AFKing. That account did like 99 fishing recently, and I have like 55 Onyx Bolt Tips, or 5,500 Onyx Bolt Tips, I think. And a bunch of Blood Runes I'm pretty much going to sell to buy smithing, probably. I might do like Soul Wars event to get the Runite Bolts. I was thinking I might spend my Blood Rune money on smithing and get 89 smithing, I think it is, for the Runite Bolts or something like that, and then go to TOB on the UIM and get Rune Ore and make those into bolts. I was considering that lately, but I don't really know. But the account pretty much is AFK'd fishing and woodcutting, and now my group account literally just did the exact same thing, which is why this is... When you try to max 2 accounts at once, you pretty much just do the exact same shit. This account did eels, my UIM did eels, my UIM did redwoods, and this account also did redwoods to 99. So, yeah, this is AIDS. Yes. I think when I logged on to the Ironman to make the yearly bank video, because that account changed dramatically the past year, that's probably when I was like, damn, dude, I kind of missed this account a little bit. Because obviously I was playing group, and we weren't at the PVM stage yet. And my UIM was really nowhere near the PVM stage. I did do a few TOBs, but they were just like very leech pretty much. I mean, I think I bought full obsidian on my UIM with the obsidian sword and the berserker necklace just to see if it's good at TOB. It's not bad, but my stats are pretty shit on the account. I don't even have piety yet, so Without piety, that shit ain't that great, obviously. But then again, what is good if you don't have piety? So the account's in a weird stage right now. Only unfortunate part is because of all the AFK, and like I said, I've done like no herb runs on it, no bird runs, like all the little weird things that you're supposed to do as you go. I'm not doing because I AFK'd it so much. So we'll see where the account lands. Maybe I don't know when. It's gonna have to be a point where I don't play group as much, probably. Maybe if I was to like max my group account, then we only do PVM as a group, and at that point I can log out of the account during the day and play the UIM, and then if we want to go PVMing as a group, I'll log out of the UIM and I'll log into the group account. So I think that might be the only possible future where I actually return to the UIM to play in a serious way, is if this account is pretty much out of the way. So at least at the very most we have to get max, or at the very least we have to get max, or near it at least. I can probably burn out a little bit at the ending, as long as Devious isn't anywhere near my total, we're all good. I think right now he's like 20 total levels ahead of me or some shit. Wait, bruh, I got 1.1k Onyx boot. Fucking this guy, he's gonna alk gold bar, bitch. I got some Onyxes, bro. We can alk the Onyxes, thank you. This dude's really out here ruining my ramble, but I have to keep pausing it because this bitch keeps talking to me. Alright, I'm gonna like PM off, but like didn't ask, bro. Freaking devious. Yeah, so UIM wise, we pretty much have to wait. I'm not trying to juggle 4 accounts right now. And the Ironman account, you know, it's still I think the Ironman account for me is like the only account I can really PVM on right now, and like freely. Don't have to worry about disconnections or the servers being crap. So I think I went through a small like PvP or PVM PvP. Who cares about that? PVM withdrawal where the reason I played leagues was mostly just for PVM, because I didn't do any PVM for like months. I think Alfie went through the same thing probably. Now that he's max, he can do like Zul run, whatever else he wants, obviously. So probably back to normal for him as well. But it did feel weird doing like 0 PVM for 4 or 5 months. I don't know how long it was, honestly, but it was a good chunk of time. Okay, what else is there? I write nothing down, obviously, for the rambles. I kind of just talk straight out of the butthole. Oh, speaking of butthole, no. Yeah, speaking of butthole, what's DVS been up to? 5 mil weekly. All right, DVS. 1 mil agility. 500k Slayer. All right, it's kind of. I think he burnt out for Warzone while I was playing leagues, and now I guess we're all kind of back. So, thanks for coming up when I mentioned butthole, dude. Right now, I think average-wise, time played for me has been. I want to say it's been like 8 to 10 hours a day. I think when I made my account, I was probably doing like 15-ish minimum, maybe sometimes 16. It really just depended. Some days I would sleep like longer. I remember when I slept 8 hours, I was like mad. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Whole day's already gone. So I'm definitely happy I'm not doing that anymore. That was just awful, dude. It was no fun. I think it's always been the main reason why I hate competitively playing RuneScape. I just think it's the worst thing you can probably do, like ever. Let's just stop like being proud of people who know life, okay? I might be kind of in there, to be honest. I'm a long-term like no lifer, I guess. I don't like no life hard. I just play very consistently, which is kind of the way I prefer it. I'd rather have it. Obviously, if I had a real job, I would play probably less hours as well. But because I have no job, I get to play a little bit more. I wasn't really enjoying, like, I think I was ordering food almost like every day. I looked up my DoorDash shit. Yeah, I think it was like January 18th, 19th, 20th, all in a row I ordered. You know what? Hold on. This is a ramble, bro. Let me just go check my DoorDash order history, and we can see. Oh boy, dude, it's gonna be bad. So I did order twice from DoorDash kind of recently, March 2nd and 5th. I ordered some chicken, though, a whole chicken. That was when I started dieting, obviously, and stuff, which isn't the worst. I just didn't feel like cooking chicken that day, so I just ordered my own, like, chicken. One of them I went to go pick up after a workout, and the other one, I think I just ordered it to my house. But before that, it was February 2nd, February 1st, January 28th, January 20th. Ooh, 8-day break there, huh? January 19th, January 18th, January 15th, January 14th. Load more deliveries, yes, please. So this was what we were doing, bro. I mean, these weren't all like unhealthy meals. I mean, You know, one of them here is McDonald's. Okay, the other one's like kebab stuff. That's not too bad. Okay, January 13th, 7th, January 4th, January 3rd, back-to-back days, homie. Then December 31st, okay, so that's like New Year's pretty much. Then December 30th, December 28th, December 26th, December 24th, December 22nd. Oh my god, bro, how bad did this shit get? December 20th, 18th, 17th, 16th. Oh my god, 3 days in a row. December 9th, 8th, and then 3rd. Okay, 5-day break for me, bro. See? Pretty good. Pretty healthy over here. So that was my, it's pretty, I mean, they weren't the worst things ever, but hey, I guess when you think about it, it makes sense that I gained 30 pounds now, or 20 pounds, or whatever the fuck it was. But hey, we're losing it, so we're doing good. Yeah, I've been doing like the fasting shit, intermittent fasting, whatever the fuck it's called. I did it before. I liked it. It's good. There's like 20 different diets you can do. I know some piece of shit's gonna be like, Alkan, you should do this diet. Dude, just eat healthier and every diet's gonna work at the end of the day, let's be honest. Obviously keto is a bit more scientific, and I think even fasting is as well. But really just eat less like shit food, eat more healthy food, maybe eat a bit less, and you'll be fine. I mean, that's pretty much what dieting is eating less. I mean, nobody wants to say it's eating less, but you are gonna be eating less food. You can eat healthier and eat still kind of whatever amount, but you normally just eat less. So that's yeah, no more stuffing your face. I think I was told a long time ago when I was young to never eat till you're full, I think is what the like thing was. I think it like expands your stomach or something when you eat till you're like extremely full. You're supposed to eat until you're like satisfied pretty much. And I think that just stuck with me for a long time. And during fasting, I pretty much just been eating till I'm satisfied. So I'm not like crazy full. Could probably eat more, but I'm happy with what I ate and I could probably just be fine. It's been getting like worse and worse. I think yesterday I ate 5 p.m. and my last meal was like 9 p.m. So like 4-hour like window. And I didn't eat the whole time, by the way. I ate once at 5 and once at 9. And it was a very small meal. I think the first one I had was duck breast, which is something I started kind of eating recently. Duck breast is like pretty tasty. It's just something different than chicken. I'm just tired of always eating chicken and like maybe some steak or something. So tried some duck. It really ain't bad. If you guys have like a store anywhere where you got duck. I think it's smoked duck breast though. So I take it and I put it in the air fryer and it really comes out great. I bought some for my mom too and she likes it. So I get her some whenever I go grocery shopping normally. But yeah, it's like $10 a breast or something. It's not like crazy filling, but it can definitely do for one meal if you have like a side with it. I've been eating it alone lately. I've just been eating it by itself, so it's been good. I'm not really being honest here, bro, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I do also have an Uber Eats account. I don't really order much from it though. So all those days where there might have been like a 5-day break, maybe that's because I was ordering off Uber Eats that time. So I'm going to go to my orders on Uber Eats and we're going to see our last few orders, okay? So the last one is February 17th, February 9th, February 4th, January 27th, January 24th, January 2nd. Okay, so the days where I didn't order on DoorDash, I was over there on Uber Eats ordering something else. I see, okay. Yeah, definitely, bro. There's a 27th and 25th in here. So I was ordering Uber Eats every day or DoorDash. Damn, bro. You know, I'm going to be honest, if I only gained 30 pounds after doing all of this and no exercise, that's not bad. Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell you guys a really nice, huge thing that I don't know if it was new on Runelite or not, but it's pretty huge. I think I got everyone using it. I was told it through someone in my Twitch chat, so I'm not taking any credit for it. But I got Alfie doing it. I got Zulu. No, I don't know about the Zulu. Probably him too. Devious is doing it. I don't know if they've discussed it in their videos or not, but hold on, let me just do this. Okay, so if you go over to your Runelite, I want you to search ground items, click on it, and click on the deprioritize menu hidden items. This is the biggest change I've ever seen for like convenience. As you see, if I want to take my Belladonna seed, it's a right click take. So that seed can be on the ground and I can never click on it unless I right click. And it happens with anything that you ignore or just don't want to pick up pretty much. So what you can do is just highlight any drop you want to definitely take, and you'll always pick it up. It'll always be the top. Same with when you kill dragons. If you kill a dragon, sometimes the hide is on top of the bones. So you can ignore the hide and never pick up the hide by accident. So this update, I don't know if it's new or if it's been there for a while and we just never saw it, but it's huge. Unfortunately, these death spawns are still sometimes in the way, so if you want to pick up the ashes, you might misclick on this thing. So you still got to right click a little bit. There is clients that ignore these right clicks, but I ain't on that shit. So, you know, if I were to do this, for example, I'd have to right click and pick the shit up. So there is something out there that ignores these too, I'm sure. I've never used it. I don't really want to possibly get in trouble for it, so we're not going to do that. But it would be convenient, I ain't gonna lie. It seems like it'd be great. But the update in general is definitely big, especially here too, because these drop like so many useless seeds that you don't want, especially limp roots. I used to have to pick up my limp root seeds here because it just always kept dropping them so commonly. So yeah, I can just ignore them now. As you see, there's just a bunch of seeds in the ground. So yeah, if you haven't done that yet, do it. And if you took this tip and you like it, I don't know, comment UIM, please. All right, there we go. So UIM and then UIM, please, if you've made it this far, okay? Even though it was like 10 minutes ago, probably. I just don't have anything written down, so I just need to discuss shit that my asshole thinks of. Definitely unfortunate I found this out after pretty much 200 mil Slayer. The hardcore right now is at 193.6 mil Slayer, so yeah, finding this out after I did all that, that sounds great, dude. That is awesome. Not to mention the Ash update about 1,000 times, but that's fine. You know, we just gotta keep moving, I guess. I still can't believe this Ash update, bro. It's freaking. I've trained no prayer. I'm almost 86. This is hilarious. Right, Raids 3. So I don't know when Raids 3 is coming out, to be honest with you, but from what I did here, they did remove that like whole thing where if you wear that armor with like low HP, you hit higher or something. I'm not gonna lie, I like the idea of that on Leagues. That is one thing I liked about Leagues, was the knife's edge like thingy, where the lower your HP is, the higher you hit. It really does kind of bring a little bit of a risk reward thing for like PVMing a little bit, because you can obviously die very easily if you stay low HP. So, but obviously with like the absolute unit thing on, which makes all the damage you take half. It's like really OP if you stack those together, obviously, because you take half the damage and you can stay lower HP then. I did kind of like it, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely brought a different feeling to PVMing, I would say, because you would just you would instantly die sometimes if you didn't have enough HP. But that extra bit of DPS really does help sometimes. So it was definitely nice to use it at like TOB or Zulrah, especially. Because Zulrah, the first phase of Zulrah, it doesn't attack you at all, so you could be 1 hit points. And then you can just tick eat as well. So I guess I might have learned a little bit of tick eating at Zulrah, but I think mostly TOB taught me more about tick eating, because you gotta do it for like the red ball and shit. Or even the little small balls in the Soto room, you can tick eat those too. So that kind of got better at it, I guess, but definitely did it a lot at Zulrah on Leagues, which was very beneficial. But yeah, besides the armor thing being changed in that shit, I don't really know what else like is coming from Raids 3. I will be doing it, I'm sure, on the Ironman account. I just need to finish getting the Warhammer drop back. And I guess if you watch this far, you know I lost my bandos as well. I did reobtain my Torture Amulet, which is also an item I lost. But yeah, Bandos and Warhammer was the main items I had to get back. So I also lost my Tanzanite Helm, which we'll probably never get back. At least I have a Serp Helm backup. And I lost this one's a big one, the Enchanted Toxic Trident Staff. That thing that has like 10 tentacles attached to it as an Ironman. Ain't trying to get that back anytime soon, so... regular one will work for now, but I'm gonna hate when I run out of charges randomly, because that happens a lot when you have the normal one. If only the regular Trident, you know. If only there was one that had like 10k charges for 5 tentacles or something, you know. But it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. You have to get an entire 10. So if I was to go for that again, I had to get like 4k plus more Kraken. I'd have like 8k Kraken by the time I'm done, which is probably a good rank, to be honest. That'd be kind of interesting to go for, but no thank you. So yeah, I will be doing Raids 3. I know nothing about it. I wish I read more stuff about that. Dead Man rerun hasn't happened yet. That shit is funny. They really, I'm still surprised they haven't done the rerun of Dead Man. Are they even gonna do it? I know that they're working on the whole DDoS thing, but yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, there's always gonna be some bitches out there that I guess do their best to disconnect the servers. So yeah, I don't know what they can do, obviously. So they could invest a whole bunch of money, maybe. I don't really know. But yeah, that doesn't affect me at all. So I guess I'm like one of those guys that are like, yeah, oh well, it is what it is. Since I am also nearing 200 mil Slayer on the hardcore, I'm sure I'll make an actual Ramble video one day dedicated to post 200 mil Slayer on the hardcore Ironman. But right now, I'm trying to think of what I might be doing after it. Small goal, I think, for me is just going to be quickly to use up all my ores in my bank. I have like 60k myth ore or 40k left. I don't really know how much it is. I got like 40k addy ore as well. I'm going to make those all into bars, make them into plate bodies. And probably just have them sit in my bank, to be honest with you. Myth plates, I'm never alking. I wouldn't mind alking addy plate bodies over time. I mean, I think it's almost 10k plate bodies I would have in my bank, so that would take a while to alk, but 10k is not bad. I normally don't like alking things that are like anything less than 10k. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much time to alk like 10k items. It's just, I hate clicking that much. It's not really for me anymore, so... yeah, but the account's doing okay. I should probably go do a bird run, to be honest, on it. I've been slacking a lot here and there. I did do very good herb runs at the start of the year, but I did start to slack again. It normally just has to do with playing multiple accounts and just always having to be doing something. So, yeah, I mean, I have like 170,000 redwoods in the bank right now, so that's enough for 200 mil hunter, I guess. Hunter XP's at 74 mil so far from birdhouses. It would probably be like 85 to 90 mil if I actually was consistent with them, but that is still a damn... Oh, I got one less redwood than I should. Right, let me go back. But yeah, the plans of the account, I don't really know. The XP on the account's getting really high. It's like 2.35, I think, right now. So, yeah, not far from like the 2.5 bill mark, I guess. If I did like fire making or thieving really quickly, I'd be around there, but... yeah, I think I'm mostly gonna go for the 30 mil, 40, then maybe 50 mil base stats. I'm very close to 30 mil base on the account. I just haven't done like a bit of rune crafting, a bit of thieving, I think, and a little bit of construction, I think. All of them are like 1 or 2 mil XP off 30 mil, so I'm very close to it. There is also a rune crafting update coming out. I don't know much about it, but from what I've heard, it's gonna increase XP rates at ZMI by 20% or some shit. Now, my plan originally was to do blood runes on the hardcore if I was to ever go for 200 mil rune crafting. It would be rune crafting bloods because it lets me play my other accounts very easily. So it just seemed to be the thing to do probably for me. And hey, if the account ever dies, I will have unlimited blood rune charges for any item ever. So that would be nice, but I'm not really planning on dying on it as far as I know. So let's not do that. But yeah, I might end up having to change the plan to ZMI if it becomes 20% more XP per hour. I don't know if I can justify doing like 35 to 38k XP an hour at Bloods. Probably about 30k if I'm playing multiple accounts, but 35k maybe is possible. While multi-logging, it's not too big of a loss of XP. But that compared to what would be like, I don't know, wouldn't ZMI be like 90k an hour at that point or some shit? Not including the time to mine the essence, though. But, you know, I mean, essence, you can just AFK pretty easily. So, while doing rune crafting, you'd be getting 90k an hour or even 100 or some shit. So, that seems like a lot more than 35 to me. So, I guess we'll decide when we get there. But as of right now, I have not done the quest yet that gives me day alt essence. I did have PC issues like 3 months ago. I was very lucky I survived on like any account, to be honest. But the issue ended up being my power supply, which means the computer turns off very randomly, like multiple times every like 10 minutes. So luckily I did all my dangerous shit. I got it out of the way, but the hardcore Ironman still has to do the quest for day alt essence. So I'm gonna do it one day, I think. I'm not afraid of the boss, I don't think at all. It's more just in case something does happen to my internet. It would really suck to die as rank 3 hardcore Ironman, especially when I'm this close to 200 mil Slayer. So I definitely decided maybe after 200 mil Slayer, I'll do that quest and, you know, hopefully no disconnections. But I'm not doing it before, because at least if I die then to do a disconnection during a quest, which would be very rare, but it could happen. At least I'll die with 200 mil Slayer, because that was like the only real goal in the account. Normally I don't quit an account though once I get this far into it, so well, I guess I quit my main account. My main account is about 2.2 bill XP on old school. I did pass it up a few months ago, I believe, which was pretty cool. I didn't think I was ever going to get that far in the hardcore, but I probably didn't think I'd get that far in the main account either, so part of me does miss the main account a little bit. I mean, the only thing I hate about main account to me is the whole money thing, this GP, the way people make money, the way you could just do random shit for crazy amounts of money, the way you could just buy money. It just makes me feel like I don't really want to do that. Like, not do that as in buy the money, but I just mean like I don't want to make money and then have someone else out there who just like buys their gold, or someone who plays on other people's accounts like services and makes like 100 mil an hour. I don't want to bother. That's always been the nice thing to me about Ironman is money no longer rules your account, and that's always been the weakness to me for main accounts. Money rules main accounts. If you have money, you can do anything you want, and I don't like that. I just think it kind of sucks. I like where there's not everything based around just gold coins. So that's probably why I've always enjoyed Ironman more. There's also technically no alting, but there is alting. Alting to me, I don't know, dude. Over time, I guess I just got kind of more used to accepting it, maybe. I prefer there to be no alting, obviously. I did alt KQ on my Ironman account for about 2,000 kills, and they actually ended up nerfing it, but I don't think it was because of me. I think, from what I've heard, another YouTuber did something at KQ, and they were like, okay, we gotta patch this or some shit. But like months ago, before Group Ironman even came out, I was doing the KQ method where you'd have one account stand on the opposite side of your like your Ironman account. The other account is in like full Justy with like the shield on, and you just mage pray, and you just bring bruise on that account. It can be a main account as well, and you would just half the damage that KQ pretty much gives you. So both accounts would mage pray, and whenever KQ does a mage attack, it's actually like AoE. It hits every side of KQ, so you'd want to mage pray. Where if it ranges, it only hits the one side of KQ. So if someone's on the west side, someone's on the east side, it'll only range one of you, but it will mage both of you if it does a mage attack. So I had this one account on the opposite side, and it was like I also did suiciding where the Ironman would die like 3 inventories in a row, so I could kill KQ like 30 times without leaving pretty much, which was pretty nice. It wasn't that many more kills per hour using this ult, it was just much more relaxing. It was probably 5 or 6 more kills an hour, which I guess is a decent amount, to be honest, considering how many kills an hour it actually is. It's like, what, 20 or something? 25? I don't know. But I believe they made KQ recently instance only for Ironman, which I think they may as well just do that for most things. I remember the reasoning before was probably due to economy stuff, but as far as KQ goes, I don't know who's doing KQ and then dropping the account to a main account to sell, because of, like, KQ's not that busy, Though I did discover so the other client I was talking about, it has something that's called never log, and basically your account never logs out unless it's a 6-hour log. And I just realized now what people were doing for dancing alts. Pretty much, I mean, I think it's still possible to do it now, but I don't really mage any Slayer anymore. But what you would basically do, this is like all the secrets we're giving out. What you'd basically do is log on 2 accounts on this client and have Neverlog turned on, and those accounts would dance for 6 hours straight with each other. So I was always like, dude, I don't want to bring dancing accounts because then I have to keep clicking on them. They're going to log out eventually. I never realized for the life of me that people had this thing called Neverlog, where you just make the accounts dance once, and then you never have to click on them again for 6 hours. So you could basically do a neck reel task, come back and do another one, and the accounts will still be dancing, and you haven't even clicked on them for hours. So dude, the whole client thing, that's like a weird one too. I don't really mind something called Neverlog as long as you can't abuse it like crazy, but that seems crazy. And a few other things you could probably use it for, I'm sure. I don't think you can use it for like combat, because you do stop attacking after 20 minutes, don't you? Unless there's another thing that's on there that clicks for you, so I don't really know. But dude, when I found that out, I was like, holy shit. People have been using this. I've always wondered how people always click on their alt accounts before they log out. And yeah, guess it was the client doing it for them, dude. I don't know if they're going to have any more client-related things. They did recently add Runelite on the main page, where you can download Runelite now on the main page, which is pretty big, I would say. I mean, considering where Runelite and Jax was like a few years ago, I mean, they weren't like on bad terms at all, but it seemed like they wanted to get rid of Runelite at some point, right? And the whole community was like, "Fuck you, bitch, keep Runelite." And Jax pretty much had to back down to Runelite. They really not much they could do against them. When the whole game uses the client, you don't have much say in how that goes, to be honest. So it's cool to see that they went from being that to now being like on really good terms, I guess, where they're advertising it pretty much on their main page of the website. So it's like the golden boy client, I guess, right? Like they're good with Jags. So I still think they are doing their own stuff. I do have an Android on, so mobile has changed a little bit for Android users. I think that it has like a true tile thing or something, or no, like you see how it's like a red square on my screen? I think your phone does that now too if you're using I mean, I only do Nightmare Zone on my phone, so I don't know much about what's going on with like the actual client, but it also does have an XP tracker thing now, just like Runelite or any client out there pretty much, like this thing here. So it's got this as well on it. It's a little bit buggy though, I think. It's like hard to click on, and you can't like swipe it, if you know, like you can't like imagine this is your finger on the screen, right? Or you swipe it left or right. So you can't swipe this thing open or close it as of right now. I think they'll probably add that soon, but you gotta like actually click on the icon, which is, I don't know, it's hard to click on sometimes because I got big fingers, bro. So yeah, it's kind of cool to see that at least mobile is slowly progressing over time. Damn, we going from a Necreal task to an Abyssal Demon task with just one cancel in between. Not bad. I did stop using bracelets for Abyssal Demons. I don't like them, dude. The Abyssal Demons are great prayer, but compared to Necreals, they ain't shit. So I don't want to do more Abyssal Demons. I want to do definitely a good amount. So I do have them extended, but I'm not going to use bracelets. There's a lot of DPS loss in the bracelet, to be honest. It kind of sucks ass to be. Yeah, I know Alfie did switches and shit, but I ain't doing none of that. I'm going to go to the catacombs and just tag them all, do a little bit of piety, do some of this. I also bring an imbued heart with nature runes now, so I can do the master reanimation thing, whatever the hell it's called. Because I just use the ensouled heads as I go instead of banking them nowadays. So yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to probably discuss today. I don't know how long the ramble is, to be honest, but yeah, it was a decent sized one. Next is a thing I do want to eventually get into, I think in the future as well, just like one last thing. On the Ironman account, once I re-obtain my friggin' bandos. Dude, Torva, I've seen a few Ironman with full Torva, and holy shit, that is, I don't know how many KCs I have, like the averages for that, but that's dirty looking, bro. Holy shit. There's main accounts out there with still like full bandos only. If you see an Ironman with full Torva, bro, you ain't shit main account. But yeah, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the video, as always, you know, throw a like and all that good stuff on it. Thank you. Helps the algorithm, helps the streamer, the YouTuber, lines up the pockets, you know what I mean? Thank you. Take care, and I will see you guys. Well, I don't know, if you guys leave a bunch of topics in the comment section, I could make another one sooner. If there isn't that many comments to go on, I'll probably just think of things on my own eventually and, you know, get one out at whatever time. So, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye. Take care of yourselves, and you bet your ass I'm adding a black box at the end of this video to make it an exact 1 hour long video. I ain't having it 59 minutes, 30 seconds, bitch. Bro, if you ain't left, you owe me a blowjob at RuneFest. Thank you.